Hello and welcome to The Story Pilgrim, Season 2. Wow, I didn't even know I had seasons, and here I am starting off Season 2. How have you been? I hope you've been well. Very excited to share this with you. Before we crack on, please follow this podcast or like it, subscribe, whatever it is that you do, and share it with somebody that you care about. Let somebody else, if just everybody who listened let one person know, we'd double our numbers. That's basic maths. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Season 2 is all going to be about people. We finished off Season 1 walking with Ollie Mann, and we're starting off with another great podcaster. From one of my favourite podcasts, No Such Thing as a Fish, we have James Harkin. I asked him where would he like to walk, and he told me his golf course. Each episode in this season, I'm going to start off by asking the 4 same questions. Who are you? What do you do? Where are we? And why? I asked those questions to James, and the conversation and golf game began.
Okay, well, in order, I am James Harkin. I'm the head researcher of the TV show QI and one of the hosts of No Such Thing as a Fish podcast. What was the next question? Where are we?
Where are we and why?
Where are we? Well, we are at Deane Golf Club in Bolton. And we're here because you wanted to walk somewhere that means a lot to me, and there's nowhere that I walk more and more at home than on a golf course, and this is a golf course where I grew up and where I learned how to play.
Fantastic. So how old were you when you first discovered golf?
Probably about 13, I reckon. So we grew up in a little village outside Bolton called Blackrod, and then we moved to Bolton and we moved right next to a golf course. But my parents would take me. My parents are teachers, and they take me onto like school playing fields at the weekend, and we just hit golf balls.
Yeah.
And then when I became old enough to make my own decisions, I decided that I wanted to do this all the time.
Okay, so are they golfers as well?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, all right.
They're quite good golfers, really. I mean, by my standards, and by your standards, having seen your first shot.
Thanks very much, James. I see how this day's going to go. Okay. And do you have siblings?
Yes, I have one brother and 2 sisters.
Okay, and they play as well?
My brother didn't play so much when he was younger, but then he started again when he was older, and he's pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Reluctantly, I can say that.
Yeah.
My eldest sister doesn't play, and my youngest sister had lessons when she was young, and she's got an amazing golf swing, but she doesn't play really.
Right.
But if you ever see her on a driving range, she looks like a pro.
Yeah.
She's got an incredible swing.
Yeah, fantastic. Right, let's hit these next ones. And
I'll come over and walk to where your ball is.
Blackrod.
Yes.
Is that part of Manchester, or is it part of Bolton? It all kinds of gets a bit wishy-washy, doesn't it, up here?
It does. When we were kids and we were taught to write our address for the first time at school, we had to put Blackrod and then underneath it near Bolton.
Okay.
I think that might be because there are other Blackrods in the UK.
Yeah.
But it's one stop up the motorway from where we are right now.
Right.
So it's pretty close. I mean, it's, to all intents and purposes, it's Bolton.
Yeah.
Which, to all intents and purposes, is Manchester, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, people from Bolton won't thank me for saying that, but I think that is kind of true.
And you do come across, like, just your accent is kind of northern, but it's also not, it's not Bolton, is it?
It's not that strong anymore.
It's not that thick.
No, not that thick. People from Bolton are thick.
No, thick as in the accent, not the intelligence.
No,
well, that's because that's another thing I've come from. There's a lot of famous people come from Bolton. A lot of very successful people.
Well, it's quite a big town, bigger than you think. It's like maybe the second biggest town in England, probably maybe the third now.
Okay.
Like Croydon's bigger. Not sure much else is bigger, but yeah, my accent is like generic northern accent.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the M62 corridor accent, and you'll find that a lot of people have got some kind of similar. So like John Richardson, the comedian's got quite a similar accent to me, even though he's from, I think, Lancaster or somewhere.
Yeah, he is, isn't
and
he?
then if you get people from like Yorkshire, like north, like maybe like around the Sheffield area and South Leeds and stuff, they all have quite a similar accent as well.
Yeah.
So it's like a northern accent, but it's kind of softened.
Yeah.
And it's become a bit southernized.
Yeah.
And I think, linguists have studied it and found that there's now like a generic sort of university northern accent, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Because you went to university in Sheffield.
I did,
right?
yeah, that's right.
Do you think that influenced the accent as well? I mean, you've already pretty much got it in there, haven't you?
I don't know, really. I think everything does a little bit. Like, my wife's Russian and she has like an international accent because she went to international school. So, like, I pick up lots of things the way that she speaks as well.
Sure, yeah.
And I think there are some people who kind of will pick up accents from around them and people they know, and then there are other people who just have a strong accent and they're going to stick with it forever. And I think I'm in the middle, like most people, but probably slightly more towards the magpie side of it.
Yeah, exactly. Right, second tee, par 4. Downhill.
I'm one up, am I?
Yeah, you are one up. Do you need to, I thought you said we were having a nice, easy round of golf.
I just want to say to the listener...
You're quite competitive, aren't you?
Not really, but I just want to say to the listener that you just hit one of the best chips I've seen all year.
Yeah, but you didn't see it. That was the point. I could have thrown it.
If you threw it that close, I'd be impressed.
Yeah,
honestly, it was very, very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, this is the second hole. There's a cemetery on the right, so if your ball goes to the right, you're dead.
I could end up in that, yeah.
It's very common because it's a slicer shot that I might end up there as well.
Is that a cemetery dead ahead as well?
There is another cemetery there, yeah.
That one?
Yeah, there's...
Yeah.
No, that's not a cemetery, but there is one beyond it.
Okay, what is that?
I can't really tell from here. It looks like a tip, but I'm not really sure.
Okay.
When I came to Bolton with... So people who know my podcast will know Anna Tashinsky, who's like one of the podcasters, and she's very posh, comes from down south. And when she came to Bolton for the first time, she stayed with my sister and we were driving to our gig. We were doing a show in Manchester and I was showing her the sights and I said, on the left is Bolton Tip. And she was like, oh, who lived there? I was like, what? And like, to me, a tip is where you put your old washing machines, but she thought it was like some kind of stately home or something.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
so
yeah, we're big on tips and cemeteries in Bolton.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. That was pretty solid. I lost it at the end. There it is, right down the middle. Perfect.
There's a little ditch that goes down the middle. I might have ended up in that.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's about 250 yards down. Oh, yeah. We're not playing competitive. You said that I'm competitive, but I'm not really competitive on the golf course.
No?
Not really, no.
Well, when
I
you
used to be when I was younger.
Did you so you were a member here?
Yeah.
Did you play with your school at all? Did they
No,
have
our school didn't offer golf.
Okay.
So no, I played soccer, I played football at school.
Uh-huh.
And then when I was about 15 or 16, everyone thought I was going to be a footballer because I was okay. I wasn't that good, but I was really into it. So everyone thought I was going to be a footballer. And in those days, footballers weren't billionaires.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I was about 15 or 16, I hadn't really grown that much. Like, a lot of the other kids had shot up in height.
Yeah.
And I still hadn't. I didn't do that until I was about 16. So my PE teacher my football manager basically said, maybe you should stick to golf. Which was quite a sad moment in my life.
Yeah.
But
do I mat on this part?
no,
or not?
you're not on
Because I'm not
on the fairway.
Thanks for pointing that out. That I'm not on the fairway. Where are we going?
We're playing winter rules today.
Right. Football. Are you still a big? Do you enjoy watching football? Are you
No, I don't
a Bolton
enjoy
fan?
watching it. I'm a Tranmere Rovers fan, so I really don't enjoy watching it at the moment.
How did you end up being a Tranmere Rovers fan?
Well, essentially, my mum is a Scouser, and all of her family are Scousers.
Yeah.
So I used to, as a kid, go and watch Liverpool a lot, and half of the family were Liverpool and half were Everton, as you often get in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And when I was a teenager, I wanted to go and watch football matches by myself, but I couldn't really get into Liverpool or Everton.
Yeah.
And Tranmere had some like really good deals for kids, like you could get in for £3 or something.
Brilliant.
And we had quite good transport there from here.
Yeah.
And my best friend at the time, that is still my best friend, one of my best friends, was an Oldham fan. And so, he already supported some wacky teams, so it kind of felt natural that I support some wacky team as well.
Yeah.
I went to Tranmere 2 or 3 times. We were very good in those days, and just got into it. And then once you're into it, you're kind of stuck.
That's it.
And so I was there last weekend to watch us lose against Stockport. And
what division are they in now?
We're at near the bottom of League 2, so
right.
almost non-league.
Oh wow, okay.
And for a few years we did go non-league.
Right, but it's not a Wrexham story.
No, although Wrexham is Tranmere's closest team, really. I guess who's not Liverpool or Everton.
Yeah.
And a lot of American celebrities have tried to buy Tranmere or talked about buying Tranmere. So Rihanna's partner, ASAP Rocky, he's supposed to be wanting to buy us.
Okay.
But
do you think they'll allow them to happen? Do I put it lengthways or?
It doesn't matter. Lengthways is going to be easier.
Yeah.
And then just put a little T in the back.
Just in the back?
Up to you. You might find it better with one on each, actually, just to steady it.
Just see how it goes. This is a new experience.
Complete that.
Yeah, well, just with my hand. Okay. Alright.
So we're probably about 170 here, maybe. Downhill, with not much wind around. No. But it's a long old shot because it's so wet and cold. Well, I'm pretty much perfect.
Oh yeah, you are.
In the summer that would have rolled into that ditch.
Yeah.
But
today it worked great.
So for the listener, there's a little stream that runs across this fairway and I'm about 1 yard short of it.
You were perfect. You couldn't have done that if you tried. Grew up in this area. How was your schooling? You said your PE teacher was brutally honest and was just like, but how was the rest of the schooling? What was that?
Yeah, it was fine. Like, my parents are both teachers at my school, so I couldn't mess around really because all the teachers knew me.
Yeah.
So like when the PE teacher said that, he was saying it as a friend of the family as well as my teacher.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't really mess around, and then for instance, for my maths GCSE, I got the dates wrong and forgot about it, or maybe it was my A-level, I can't remember, but my maths teacher came to my house and woke me up to get me to the exam in time. Well, not in time, I was like an hour and a half late.
Wow.
But that was because my family knew that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of an advantage, but obviously a disadvantage because, when you're in a school and your parents are teachers, it's not always the easiest.
Yeah, yeah.
It was all good, really.
Yeah. And so, O's and A levels, I take it.
GCSEs, yeah.
GCSEs. And what A levels did you do?
I did further maths and physics.
Right. Okay. Right. A little tricky. Dodge the bunker.
In the middle of the green.
There you go. That'll work. Oh, look, it's coming in. Nice. Very nice. And then you went on to university to do...
maths and physics.
Was Sheffield
yeah.
First choice?
Yeah, it was. Like, they wanted... So I was always pretty good at school, like, especially with maths and physics, which I found quite easy. And so it was just expected that I would do that stuff.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to apply for Oxford or Cambridge, but I was a bit kind of snobbish in those days, or reverse snobbish. So I kind of didn't want to apply for that. So I just went for somewhere that was close enough to home that you were kind of close to home, but not too far. Right. Not too close that you were, sending your laundry back every week.
Yeah, exactly.
So Sheffield was a really good option. But yeah, it was the first choice.
Is that University of Sheffield or is that Sheffield Hallam?
The University of Sheffield, yeah. We used to go to Sheffield Hallam and win their quiz machines.
Win their quiz machines?
Yeah, so they had quiz machines, and unfairly we thought, well, the Sheffield Hallam lot are not going to be able to get any of these right, so we would go into their student union and play their quiz machines and get all the money out of them.
Brilliant. Quizzing, that side of your life which has taken over, has always been there?
Yeah, I did quizzes when I was younger, quite a lot at school. I did quizzes and stuff, and just used to love TV quizzes and stuff, and then went to university and would do pub quizzes most nights.
Yeah.
Because we were quite successful in them, so it was, especially when you're a student, like that 20 quid bar tab goes a long way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then when I finished university, it was kind of natural that I would join a quiz league.
Okay.
Which I did. I joined the Bolton Quiz League with Jenny Ryan, who's one of the chasers now.
Yeah.
So we were on a quiz team together.
Oh wow.
We did that for quite a little while, a few years, and then I left Bolton. So yeah. Okay, a long putt from just on the fringe. I think if you can get this within a dustbin lid, you've done really well. Oh, very, very slight. So there's a big sort of, we call it a ravine, that's in front of the green.
This is, I'm going to see the Bolton Ravine.
The Bolton Ravine, yeah.
Okay.
So this ravine, in a normal day, I would be able to hit it into there.
Okay.
But today it's too wet, too cold, no chance. So just hit a good old decent shot, and then you'll have a shot into the green.
Well, I mean, from that one, that's not going to happen.
The approach shot can be very intimidating if you've never been here before.
Right, okay. You know what, I'm just going to go with it. So your journey into where you are now, it's quite a unique one, isn't it? It's not like something that when your career advisor spoke to you at school, said, you know what, you're going to become an accountant, then you're going to end up working on one of the biggest TV shows that the UK's ever produced.
I think it's kind of interesting that, you know, that kind of job for people like me just wasn't a thing that you could do.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have thought in a million years that I could do that. When I was a kid, like I say, like everyone thought I was going to be a footballer, not because I was that good, but just because it was like a job that someone from Bolton could do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then, but being on TV really wasn't.
Yeah.
And then, you know, now obviously, like you said earlier, there's a million people from Bolton on TV. We're all over the place, but it wasn't really a career path that you could think of. But basically, I just fell into accountancy because I was good at maths and because I had a degree. Yeah. And then this new show QI started, and I started sending them ideas for questions. And after a while, they asked me if I'd quit my job and go work for them.
Was that something in the back of your head? You're like, I really would love to do that.
No, I said no. When they asked
me,
because I had a mortgage and like I couldn't really afford to work in TV, which is really seasonal. Like there's not that much money in it if you're just a researcher for a TV show.
Right.
So I had to stick with my job. Yeah. But they basically said I could do the accountancy in the day, I could do their accounts. Okay. For 6 months of the year, and the other 6 months of the year work on QI, and then that kind of swung the deal.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm going to go and get my ball and knock it up to the ravine.
Yeah, and I'll meet you in the middle again. Yeah, hold that thought. That decision to do that, was that a tough one?
So to go to QI from accountancy, it was tough. Like, to be honest, it was my partner at the time who said we should go for it. Yeah. I was quite risk averse and thought that probably I had a career plan, and I was doing my accountancy exams and stuff, and it made a lot of sense for me to carry on doing that and just do TV stuff for fun if I fancied it. Yeah. And I didn't really see it as a career going forward. So it was really tough, but once I did it, it was obviously the right move for me. Yeah. But it did change who I was, so it was like that relationship that I was in lasted a few more years, but you know, I was moving in different circles then and like becoming a different person, and like that sounds really twattish, but actually it just I would go and do the TV show for like 2 months and live in this sort of showbiz bubble, and then I'd come back here and be kind of like a bit depressed because it was like back to my normal life and stuff, and probably wasn't very much fun to be with. And so it kind of, that one decision did change my life in loads of different ways. Do you know what I mean? Not just in the job front. You know, it's put me where I am, and hopefully everyone came out on the other side okay. But
no. How old are you at that point? making that move?
Must have been in my mid to late 20s.
Okay.
I think, maybe, about 27.
Yeah. And
so, a good few years ago.
And what did your parents think of that?
Yeah, I think it's a weird one because suddenly everyone thinks that now, like, showbiz world is fun and there's lots of fun bits about it. A lot of it's really boring.
Yeah.
And just working really, really hard and long hours and all that stuff. But what everyone thinks is, oh my God, you're working in TV, what an amazing showbiz life. So a lot of my friends and family were like a bit, well, very surprised, but also like thinking that this is the greatest thing ever. Do you know what I mean? But,
exactly.
And like to a certain extent, obviously it's worked out really well, but you know, I've known enough people who work in TV and who went in at that kind of level who, for one reason or another, it didn't work out. Because it's a really tough industry and so many people want to do it. That actually, you know, I think it was a really big risk and very easily I could have been back with my tail between my legs 18 months later.
But did you have that thought, I've always got my accountancy, I can always go back to that?
I did, yeah, because I still did that for a couple of years actually.
Okay.
And I still did my own accounts. So yeah, I'm still interested in that kind of stuff, but like once the QI stuff took over and we started doing all the other things like the books and the radio shows and then eventually the podcast, I just didn't have any time for that now. Then
Sure.
I didn't have any time for that then, and definitely now, I mean, no way in the world. Yeah. So it's all in my past accountancy now, although I do keep an eye on it from time to time if any new things happen.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure there's plenty of facts to be drawn
everything.
from that. Yeah. Right. Let's fourth tee. This looks like this is going to be an interesting one. This hole.
Yeah. So it's back over the.
We're going
back over the ravine.
Okay.
Back to where we've come.
It's the classic thing, isn't it? The ravine doesn't come into play at all.
Well, it's directly in your eyesight.
It's right in front of us.
It's right in front of you.
Yeah.
But it's only 50 yards long.
Yeah.
And theoretically, you should never go anywhere near it. But
exactly.
It's very intimidating.
Yeah. Well, coming from my second drive, I'm going right in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Go on, show me the way. But that was a half, wasn't it?
I think so.
That'll work. Nice and straight. Lovely.
It opens up a lot more on the right than on the left, basically. To set the scene, it's a very grey, cloudy day. It's a little bit breezy. We thought we were going to get absolutely drenched, but we seem to have found a little gap in the rain. We'll see how long that lasts.
There we go.
I'm sorry to say that's in the ravine. Just pretend it's not there. So easy to do, especially on a beautiful autumn's day where the colours are so vibrant. That'll do. Oh, yes. No, that's good. That's going to run and run and run. That's perfect. Great shot.
That first one didn't happen.
What I learned quite early on with golf and when had stressful jobs and stuff is when you're stressed, you can't play golf. It's
right.
like if you're thinking about work, you just can't hit the ball.
Yeah.
So you have to go into sort of a slight empty your head moment for every shot.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, why it helps me so much, because there's no point thinking about, what we're going to do with our next monthly figures or whatever. It doesn't matter, because if I'm thinking that, I can't hit the ball.
Can't hit it. Well, that kind of leads on. I did sort of in my head put together a few questions that I'd like to ask you as we're going around.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads me into one of those questions, which is, your job, you're researching, you're finding out all these facts, you're finding out all these wonderful questions that we might have about life. When you're not doing that, what's going on in James's head with regards to all the other stuff?
Well, my head, honestly, I do that anyway. If I'm not working, I do it as well. So I don't really turn my brain off from that at all.
Okay.
If the only way I can turn it off really is if I'm doing something else, so playing golf or going to the cinema or watching something on TV or something, and then I'm thinking about that. But when I'm not thinking about anything at all, I'm thinking about facts and ways of turning those facts into entertainment and stuff, because it's not just my job, it's kind of what I love doing.
Yeah, it's your passion.
Yeah, exactly. And when I was an accountant, I used to, when I had spare time, if I wasn't doing QI research, I'd be like trying to learn all the presidents in order, or all the state capitals, or where everything on a map of Africa is, or I just want to learn stuff. That's kind of what my brain is channeled, just to learn and try and know everything, which is never going to be possible, but
and you've always been like that
as long as I can remember.
Siblings
my parents say like that's what I was like, but I was reading about this climber called Alex Honnold, and his mum said, oh yeah, when he was 2 years old he was climbing on everything, so we knew he was going to be a climber.
Right.
And all kids climb on everything, didn't they? So
yeah, exactly.
My parents might think I was inquisitive, but all kids are inquisitive, so so I'd say, well, you are absolutely perfect here.
Well, you too. So
that is.
I mean, we'll just forget the first shot, but we'll hit it. Do you know? What do you reckon?
The microphone never forgets unless you edit it out.
And am I right in saying that you're a dad?
I am. Yeah, I have a 3-year-old.
How has that changed your life?
Well, I have a lot less sleep than I used to.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, really.
Is that?
Yeah. Also, I don't work till midnight every day now.
Right.
Like I would be. We have to put her to bed at 7 o'clock at night or whatever time.
Yeah.
So that's when work finishes.
And on the grand scheme of things, when we're talking about life and stuff, being that dad, having that person who is now, reliant on you and mum, how's that? What's that all about?
That's not so stressful. I don't really mind it, no. Like for me, the stressful thing is the lack of sleep.
Right.
It's really tough to not sleep.
Yeah.
But I don't feel stressed about that, really.
Do you like your sleep?
Sorry?
Do you like your sleep?
I just need it, really. Because there's a lot of concentrating in my job, so I can't really do it on autopilot.
Yeah.
So is she a good sleeper? Well, we had a lot of problems when she was really young. Like the first 3 months were really, really tough. You want to aim a little bit more left than you think. Like the leftmost of the big trees. Bounce. That's all right. That'll stay there. Yeah, we had she had some allergies when she was really young, like for the first 3 months, so she really didn't sleep at all for those 3 months. So that was really tricky for everyone involved. But then, now she's 3 and she's funny and she's good to hang around with and she's a nice kid, so
brilliant.
Yeah, it couldn't be easier.
Fantastic. Because that's something that I have not experienced.
No.
Sadly, we just had a miscarriage.
Oh, mate. Yeah, we had 1 or 2.
A really tough one. Have you been through that?
We've been through that, yeah. It's not really my story to tell today, but yeah, we've been through it.
Yeah.
Shots.
Nice. Oh, I thought that was going in.
Mother Hubbard.
Yeah, good one.
But
nice.
Yeah, like Deane Golf Course, which is where we are now, there's not another soul here, is there?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
We're the only... What would the word be? Idiots that are out?
No. What? It's beautiful.
It is lovely, actually.
I think, I always call it millionaires golf when I come around here because there's so few people, and they keep the course in such good condition.
Yeah, it is.
Like if you come in an evening, we're going to go down this path.
Okay.
If you come in summer's evening, when the course is in amazing condition, no one else is out here, honestly you feel like, Donald Trump doesn't go around his golf course with so few people.
No.
And he owns the place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's such a...
Are there many choices? Are there many golf courses in this
Bolton?
area?
Yeah, there are. We're kind of blessed if you like golf, and then cursed if you don't like golf, because a lot of the ground is used up by golf courses. But there must be. There's at least half a dozen within a 10-15 minute drive.
Which is interesting, isn't it? Because me growing up, I come from a working class background.
Yeah.
My dad's an engineer, my mum was a childminder.
Yeah.
Grew up in Blackpool, from Worcester originally. But Bolton, won't go into it all, but I ended up with a stepdad who was more of a dad than me. And my stepdad was from Atherton.
Oh yeah.
And it's a deer.
Yeah, we get them.
Yeah. And he was paraplegic.
Oh yeah.
I basically wrote the rule book for the wheelchair fencing.
Oh, cool.
Has got more medals than Steve Redgrave.
I need to speak to this guy. I wish I knew about it when I wrote my sport book a few years ago.
Sadly, he passed away 3 years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
But he was a Bolton fan because when they built the stadium, they were the first to properly put in disabled
really?
facilities.
That's cool.
So he went along to they asked him to go along to say, can you tell us if this works or not? And just pretty much like the same as you with your story with Tranmere, was like, this is really cool, and got involved with Bolton.
Oh, wow.
But the whole part of that for me is Bolton to me has quite a working class image to me, and I would class golf as quite a middle class activity.
I think both of those thoughts are there.
Yeah. So to have so many is pretty cool in a way. You know?
Yeah, I think it is a strange one in Bolton because I have lots of friends who are working class or, certainly not middle class anyway, who play golf.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be a thing that, round here, because there's so many courses. Maybe it's true in Lancashire in general, because definitely on that Fylde coast there's a whole load of them as well.
Yeah.
It just seems to be around here. I think also in Scotland it's the same actually.
Yeah.
I played at Muirfield last week, which is the least working class place in the world. It's the oldest golf course in the world.
Is that your first time playing now?
Yeah, and it's very fuddy-duddy, and we had lunch next to the original rules of golf handwritten.
Wow.
But if you go to the rest of Scotland, it's very much kind of open to anyone golf, I think, really.
Yeah.
So I never really massively see it as like a class thing in Bolton, although it very obviously is throughout the rest of the world and the rest of the UK.
Yeah, interesting. You seem to like to travel.
Yeah.
Was that a thing?
Not growing up, obviously. No? As a kid, we didn't go on. Well, we'd maybe go to France, drive down to France on holiday.
Yeah.
Most years. But we didn't go on big holidays or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when I became an adult, I had an uncle. I still have an uncle, but he lived in Singapore, and we went to visit them. And while we were there, sort of did a little bit of Southeast Asia, and that really gave me the bug. And from there on, I just always wanted to travel as much as possible. And now I travel really as much as I can because. And whenever we get other researchers on QI, I try to encourage them to do that because I think it really opens up your mind quite a lot to
absolutely
everything, not just different cultures, but it makes you think about the world in a slightly different way.
Absolutely, yeah.
I really try and encourage that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Call a flop shot.
Flop it.
Do a full swing and hit it in the air. We'll see.
Whoa!
Wow, for the listener, that just went right in the hole, didn't it?
Straight in there.
Or did I just blade it 100 yards past the men?
It just went flying past. Yeah, you could choose A or B. Did that go straight in the hole, or did it go halfway up a hillside?
Probably from our reaction, you can tell. But you hit yours so well, I felt like I had to try and play a...
You're just getting it all out on this one.
Yeah.
So your approach to golf, has that been the same way as your approach to your quizzing and your research is?
What do you mean by that?
Lessons, if you research the perfect swing,
When I was a kid I had lessons, I haven't done as an adult.
Okay.
But really, no, I think golf has to be separate. I'm going to let you take the third part. I'm not even going to bother finding mine.
You're not going to go up?
Nah.
No? Okay.
But it's a great shot. You've got what? You're about 15 feet away, straight uphill. You couldn't ask for a better birdie opportunity. Just don't leave it short, for God's sake. Your opponent's already out of the hole.
This is it.
Doesn't matter if it goes 50 feet past, just get it up there. It's very wet, very hilly. He's a good strike. Oh! Oh my days, it just lipped out. But it's a beautiful par. Well played.
Thank you.
Don't get me wrong, I'll, spend an hour on TikTok looking at videos of how to improve my swing, but that's not how I would go about my research on QI, for instance.
Yeah.
If I was doing golf like QI, then I would be going really deep into the mechanics of it and stuff, and trying to work out my own way to play and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm interested in it, which is why I will watch things and, ingest information about it, but I definitely don't go into it the same way as QI. No way.
Sure. Well, then this is kind of leading into another question that I'm not quite sure how. Try and use it metaphorically. If your life was a game of golf, what do you keep getting wrong?
What do I get wrong in my life?
Yeah, if it was a game of golf.
My main problem with my life is not being able to switch off.
Right.
But whether that's something I can control or not is another question.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to. If it was a game of golf, I guess like playing a driver on every hole.
Yeah.
Like just going for the glory.
Doing that, yeah.
Like I did on the last hole, try and play a shot that maybe I could do 10 years ago, but I can't really do anymore.
Yeah. Cool.
Also, that's a bit of a walk up that hill, isn't it?
It is a bit. It's a bit like, hang on a minute. You forget, I live in Brighton, and that has hills, but not like up when you come up here.
I don't know, is there not like a massive hill that goes up to the station in Brighton? I seem to remember
it's
running up there to get a train.
It kind of is a... Oh, is it my honour?
Oh my God.
Just trying to get the competitiveness back.
You're pushing it. You're lucky this is about as far from the car that we get. So there's no point me leaving now.
Nice. Come on. Think that'll be okay?
I think it's far enough to go past the rubbish, but maybe it's wet enough to hold up, but we'll see.
Struck it really nice. Going back to QI, and you're in there, what you've got now with regards to like the podcasting, the books, the tours, is that just been like an organic, natural thing, or is there somebody behind that going, what else can we do, what more can we get?
Okay. Dan Schreiber, who's one of the podcasters, is probably the sort of driving force behind most of the things we do.
Yeah.
And then me to a slightly lesser extent, and Andy and Anna also. But so we do it as a group, and everything we do is pushed by ourselves. But Dan is the one really who, when we started the podcast in particular, he was the one who saw that podcasting was getting big in America and thought we could be that in the UK.
Right.
When everyone else was like, oh, this will just be a bit of fun.
Yeah.
He was like, no, this could actually be big.
Yeah.
And we just kind of went along with it because it was fun.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? It sounds like you are having a lot of fun. Found like you're just listening in to four friends.
Yeah, we are friends.
Fun.
Honestly, we are friends. So, and they are the conversations that we have on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But we just research them more.
Yeah.
So they're a bit more informed.
Yeah.
But if you sit with us in the pub, it's the same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the longest serving?
The longest serving person, as in who was there earliest, is Dan.
Yeah.
But I'm the longest serving who's continuously been there because Dan went to work for the BBC for a while.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And then when did Andy come in?
Andy came in, to me he seems like he's a newbie, but he's probably been there for like 15 years.
Okay.
So what, we're probably about 80 yards, 60 to 80 yards short of the green. it all slopes away to the right, but actually the green itself is flatter than you think.
Okay.
So just get it up there. Again, from this point we can see 7 of the holes, and I can't see a single other human being on this golf course. Just pulled it a bit. That if you get over the bunker, it's good. Okay, that might roll down.
Out of the 3 of them, who's your favourite?
My favourite of the elves?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends in the context, really. Like, Anna's probably the best fun to go for a drink with.
Yeah.
And then I think people have asked me the question before, who would you like to be on a desert island with?
Yeah.
And I always think it would be Andy, because he would give you your space.
Okay.
You know, like,
yeah.
He'll be like, he'll get involved in stuff, but at the moment when you want to think to yourself, why am I on this desert island, he'll be on the other side of the island, keeping himself to himself.
Sure.
And then Dan has just got this kind of energy about him, which is really, really good. But then I don't know if I could do that for more than, a couple of days.
Yeah. Dan is hilarious.
Man.
That he kind of comes across as though he doesn't realise it.
He's obviously very, very smart, because you can't be smart and do that job.
Exactly.
You can't be not smart and do that job.
Yeah.
But he is quite ditzy and doesn't always think things through.
Yeah.
Which obviously is brilliant for comedy.
Yeah.
But then every now and then he'll just tell you a story of something. Like, he told us the other day that when he was in his 20s, he opened up a Laurel and Hardy themed cafe in Kosovo. And I've known him for 20 years and I never heard
knew that
story.
Wow.
And it's like you get one of those almost every day.
Wow. Okay, it's a slight uphill. Oh, that's nice. Nice shot. That definitely was local knowledge.
Yeah.
Good shot. Nice shot.
I've been playing on this golf course since I was 12 years old, so...
Does it feel any different? Do you go back to being that 12-year-old James when you're here?
I don't know. I don't know if I would go that far. I'd like to say I go back to 25-year-old James.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe even like 30-year-old. Once I'd started working at QI and I was working from home, so in the morning I could come here and play and then start work at 10 o'clock.
Great.
Those were the days.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Right, so birdie putt. Are you putting it?
Things to hear from when I was a kid that I take out.
You got 2 putters?
Yeah.
Okay. He's giving it a go. He's giving it a go. Oh! Nice. Nice par. Nice strike. That's straight down the middle. You got hold of that one.
Yeah, that's my best of the day, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
There's another ravine on this hole, but we shouldn't reach it, not today. We just lost, they recorded a little bit because the batteries fell out, but we were talking about Ollie Mers.
We could talk about Ollie Mers as well.
Talk about Ollie Mers. We were talking about Ollie and Helen from Answer Me This.
Yeah.
And when we first started, they were the kind of people that we looked to about how to make a podcast.
How to do it, yeah.
And yeah, this piece of kit that you all have that we're recording from is one of the things that they said, yeah, this is going to be a really useful piece of kit for you. Yeah. Yours will be like a few generations beyond it. But,
yeah, exactly.
It's that Zoom microphone that...
Well, what Ollie sort of instilled or wakened up for me was it was a very different way of doing a podcast back then.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just like, you just bang it on Buzzsprout, which is what I use, and it goes out to everything else, and also the listener had to be a bit more in tune technologically wise to
now
download
you can just
it
find
and
them
find
anywhere,
it.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think we were lucky that when we came along, all that infrastructure was just coming in at that point.
Right.
So we still went on SoundCloud to start off with.
Yeah.
And just sent people links and stuff. But within a year, I would say, we'd gotten a company who would put adverts on and sort out our RSS feed, so we were everywhere. And
was it just the 4 of you, or did you have a team of people?
It was the 4 of us. And then we had one or two other elves who sort of helped us out.
Yeah.
So there's a guy called Freddie Soames who helped us with a lot of the tech. Alex Bell, who fans of our podcast will know, he was kind of thereabouts. He was at uni at the time. He came back a bit later, but yeah, he helped us. But it was really mostly the four of us.
Yeah.
But the thing is that Dan and I were both BBC Radio 4 producers, so we knew how to produce audio.
So you'd done that already?
Yeah. Oof.
Where the hell's that gone?
So for the listener, the ball just ricocheted off two trees and then went within a couple of feet of my ear and is now 20 feet behind us.
I just needed a little bit more space.
I hope the mic picked that up,
You might.
because it was like pinball.
Oh,
But you've opened it up now.
well, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's what I should have done in the first instance. Oh dear. Really? James agrees to come on a golf game with me, and I nearly kill him.
That's fine. It's all part of it. If this is how I go, then I'm happy.
Yeah,
Podcasting and playing golf at the same time. This would be the ideal way to go.
So how did take a step back, how did the Radio 4 producing come
Yeah,
about?
so QI has always had a few irons and a few fires, and one of the things that we did, which was invented by Dan Schreiber and another guy called Rich Turner, was a radio show called Museum of Curiosity. And when we set that up, I was the researcher on that show. So there were the two producers and me as a researcher, and then the host, and then a comedian, and we get guests on. And so I was always very much part of that because it was such a small team. And then Dan decided he wanted to leave because he had other things to do, and so I took over as the producer of that show. And that meant that two of the people on Fish were making Radio 4 comedy shows, or at least had made them, and that meant that we made Fish, the first few episodes, even that you listen back to them now, they're a bit shoddy, but we made them like they were radio shows.
Yeah.
And not really, I mean, Helen and Ollie were doing that a little bit, but no one really was doing it quite as tightly as we were.
Oh no, I'm falling apart here.
You're okay, it's all fine down there. There's nothing down there apart from grass. But yeah, we started making shows that were 30 to 35 minutes long, very tightly edited, with a strong narrative all the way through, like a Radio 4 show would be. Whereas at the time, most podcasts were a lot more rambly than that. They were, just one American in their bedroom chatting for 3 hours with their mates kind of thing. So that's kind of what set us apart at the start, and then we just got lucky with a few, time moments when podcasting became big, and when it was happening we were in the right place at the right time. So when Serial became really big, we were the top of the charts, so people listened to Serial and they thought, what else is there? And then they found us.
Right.
There is two bosses at QI. Is John Lloyd,
Yeah.
who's the doyen of British comedy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out how far out.
I haven't seen a marker. There's a row of houses.
I don't want to hit this too far because there's friends of mine and people I know live in the houses over there. So
Yeah.
if I go in their back garden, I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah. Well, you
So
could just get a
take
cup of
that.
tea though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice strike again. You strike the ball really well.
Short.
Just a little bit short. Yeah. So John Lloyd.
So yeah, John Lloyd is the head of QI. He's the guy who invented QI with another guy called John Mitchinson. And then his wife Sarah Lloyd is is in charge of the money and in charge of the admin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So in theory, everything goes through them.
Yeah.
In practice, what happened was we were told that we could develop things, so we were doing that anyway.
Okay.
We started making the podcast. We might have told them we were doing it, or I think we did tell them, but it was kind of just a background project. But then we edited an episode and we put it on the internet.
Yeah.
Just so that we could send it, so they could send it to them, because there was no WeTransfer in those days.
Yeah.
So we could put this episode on SoundCloud, and send them the link, and they could listen to it there, and there was no problem because no one else will hear it.
Yeah.
But somehow the link got out. Might have been my fault, I'm not sure, I can't remember now.
Yeah.
And we said on the podcast that it was a weekly episode, so we got a load of people writing to us saying we can't wait for next week's episode.
Wow.
And then we were like, guys,
Okay.
can we do this properly now, because we've kind of committed to it? And they thankfully said yes. And so we then made episode 2, and we've not missed a week for 11 years.
Ever since.
Yeah. And if you listen to those early episodes, we say like we're gathered round the microphone. And now we say we're gathered round the microphones.
Yeah.
Because in the early episodes we had literally one microphone that we were all, like if you're on a conference call and everyone's sort of leaning in to say what they have to say.
Yeah.
So for the first 2 or 3 episodes we were like that, because it kind of took us a little bit by surprise that how well it did so quickly when we weren't really intending to put it out yet.
You felt with the advent of video
Well,
as a podcast.
I don't know really. Everyone we speak to, whether it's Apple or YouTube or Audio Boom or Patreon or anyone you speak to, says everyone wants videos for their podcasts.
Yeah.
My personal feeling is they don't, but we're going to do it, and we're still doing it. Just trying to find my picture wedge. Yeah, we're going to do it, and we'll keep putting videos up there, and we don't lose that much by doing it now because we have some people who can edit for us, and
Okay.
yeah, we'll put videos up there while people ask us to.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a nice... Again, the bunker doesn't come into play. Oh, come on, sit down. Stop. Ooh. Putting from well off the green here. Oh, it's nice. Oh, that is very nice. Oh. Again, summer's day, that would have been...
Oh yeah.
That would have been in.
Yeah, I edit the audio because I feel like there are 2 reasons why we've tried to get other people to it doesn't quite work. And the first one of those is that whoever edits needs to check everything.
Fact check, are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh, I've hit it.
Go on, ball.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and
You
you can
got
take
this for
that.
the hole.
Have I?
Maybe. Oh no, actually you hit that tree, didn't you?
We got the xylophone shot.
What were we saying? About editing, yeah. So an editor for our show has to also fact check everything, because we have done our research for sure. Everything we say should be right, but it's kind of the heat of the moment. We're going to go up this hill. At the heat of the moment, you're making jokes, you're not necessarily worried about what you're saying. It's like you might make the odd mistake there.
Yeah.
So if there's anything in any episode which I didn't already know, then I fact check it.
Right. Yeah.
But that's kind of easy for me because I've just done a load of research on those subjects.
Sure.
So I'm really across them at that stage,
Yeah.
whereas an external editor wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And then the other simple thing is it's a comedy show and you need a comedy editor.
Yeah.
And comedy editors do exist, but
Okay.
they're not. It's a different job being a comedy editor to being a normal editor, because a comedy is all about timing. So you kind of those people exist, but they're more expensive
Right.
than just finding someone like, the AI can edit things,
Yeah.
but to me it's really obvious when the AI has edited a comedy show because the time is just not there.
Right. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so is that where the recent, because you just got Little Fish just come out,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and the recent, was it Wayne Holt? Wayne, the
Wayne
spelling?
Oh, Wayne Hoyt.
Hoyt.
Wayne Hoyt and Wayne Holt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Andy does our inbox. So if you send an email to podcast@qi.com, then Andy will get it. And we use that information to make other shows. So people send us corrections and stuff. That goes into a show called Drop Us a Line,
Yeah.
which is like a feedback show. And then we do an audience facts show called Little Fish, which is people send us their facts and we chat about them.
Ooh. That makes a really fat sound.
Yeah.
What is it? What make is it?
Well, would you believe it?
No.
QI driver.
Is that
made by TaylorMade.
Is it? They just called it QI, so you had to.
Actually, when I found that someone broke into my car in London, I stupidly left my golf clubs in there, so they got stolen.
Right.
So I had to buy a new set, and they just brought out this QI driver, so I kind of had to get it really.
Yeah. Each episode, new facts. You're going out there, you're finding these facts.
Yeah.
Do you believe there's a fact out there waiting for you to be found?
No.
And what would... No, he's like, no, because
I'm
like,
sorry.
What would that be? You know,
I'm just not very, like, spiritual, I don't think.
No? Okay.
Probably the maths and physics background comes out. So, no, I don't really think there's one with my name on it.
No? Well, because you have custodians of the facts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I am custodian. So, on our podcast, we have, like, a new sort of tier system for subscribers, and one of those things means you can become custodian of a fact, you know, like if you sponsor a llama or something.
Yeah
So we're doing that for facts. And I am custodian of the fact that someone dropped a baguette into the Large Hadron Collider or something. Can't even remember what it was now. But
did you choose that, or was that given to you?
It was my first fact in the first ever episode.
Okay.
So I become custodian of that fact.
Right. Okay.
And then the members of the public can become custodians of later facts.
Right. Is there a fact out there that you would like to be custodian of?
It's really hard because, like, people, like, one question we get all the time is like, "What's your favourite fact?" But for me, it's always like the most recent thing that I found.
Yeah. Sure.
So, like, right now, you got it.
Yeah.
Right now, my favourite fact is that the song Chopsticks, you know, that kids play on the piano, that was written by Mozart's sister.
Okay.
And this was a guy called Mozart Allen, who was from Scotland, and his sister was called Euphonia Allen, and she wrote Chopsticks. And their parents so much wanted them to become professional musicians that they called their kids Mozart and Euphonia, even though this was in the 1870s.
So one of them a composer, but one of them an instrument, which is kind of...
Well, Euphonia is Greek for beautiful sound or beautiful voice.
Right.
So they wanted her to be a singer.
Okay.
And they did both go into music, in fairness.
They did?
It worked. My daughter is called Angelle, and I gave her that name, or we gave her that name because we wanted a name where she could be, if she wanted, a stripper or the Supreme Justice of the, you know, US court, and it would still work either way, that name.
Yeah.
So, like, the exact opposite. Didn't want to kind of put her in any boxes with her name.
Well, finding all these facts and stuff, what's that told you about, like, the truth of us people?
Well, I like facts that don't really say anything about the world.
Okay.
So, like, one of my favourite old facts was that there was only one member of Girls Aloud who didn't share her name with the species of potato. And that literally tells you nothing about the world, right? Apart from that there's a lot of potatoes named after women. Maybe that does say something.
Yeah.
But, I like things that are just silly
and
that don't really mean anything.
Yeah.
But then, of course, like with facts, a lot of them, because they're facts. Well, the other thing you learn about that... Sorry, just go back. But then on the other hand, another thing you learn about that is that facts do change all the time. And we've written these fact books over the years. Like, I think I wrote 7 of them with Ann Miller and John Lloyd, and we're going back over some of them now because they want to reissue them. And we find that a lot of the facts that we wrote are just not true anymore.
Right.
So,
wow.
The one I found out recently, because it's just gone Halloween, is we had a fact that 5% of pumpkins are eaten and the other 95 are thrown away.
Right.
But actually it's much more are eaten these days.
Okay.
It's something like 30-odd%.
Yeah.
Because there's been like these schemes to remind people of pumpkin recipes and stuff like that. So it is happening. It's completely changed now. But when we wrote it, that fact was true.
Interesting.
I don't know what to do here. I'm going to try and bump it up.
You haven't got much green to play with.
No.
Over the puddle, not much green to play with. And
That was the wrong
I didn't even see that.
Oh,
Now, he's still got the same shot, just about 5 yards closer.
That's an edit point.
That is, let's say, it's in the hole!
Okay, I'm going to try one of those flop shots now.
Here we go. There it is.
Amazing.
It's in the... Oh! That's got to be the shot of the day, I think. A nice flop from what, 20 yards?
Yeah,
To within inches with a... You can leave the putter in your bag. It's probably a good place to wrap it up and say thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It's amazing. If people want to find you, obviously there's some obvious places, but where can they find you?
On the golf course, hopefully.
Yeah.
But if I'm not here, then nosuchthingasafish.com has all the information about the shows that I do, and you can get to the QI website from there as well. And if anyone wants to abuse me online, then my Instagram and TikTok is no such thing as James Harkin.
Well, fantastic.
So yeah.
Thank you, James.
A huge thank you to James and to Deane Golf Club for having us. Had a wonderful round. It was just wonderful being able to get to know James a little bit better and also get out on that golf course again. I really need to do that more. For more about James, you can follow the direction of what he said. He's on Instagram. He's quite active on social media. And please listen in to No Such Thing as a Fish and Little Fish. It's a really fun podcast. Make sure that you are subscribed to this podcast. Thank you. We have plenty more interviews to come. Welcome to Season 2. Keep listening and buen camino.